Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting show. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. Hey, how is everybody doing tonight? We're glad to see you guys here on such short notice. We are doing a show. We've got quite a bit to cover. Okay, I see that we have a couple smiling faces in here. We got Dina S. Hey Dina, we got Dean Johnson. We have let's see.
The Wizard
Oh,
Grin.
Sandy, you're in there too. The Wizard
I'm in
Grin.
there. Hmm.
um, yeah, so we're going to be talking about just a few things here that maybe you guys haven't seen before on other channels, and we're going to go ahead and get started with car art.
Yeah, some of
So,
these things are repeats, but we have some new stuff tonight, guys.
yeah,
Lots of
definitely
new
new
stuff,
stuff.
actually. So hang in there if you've seen some of these. We do have the new stuff coming. We're just kind of waiting for Teresa to get here. We don't know what she's doing.
Well, have you guys ever heard of this thing called dirty car art? It's becoming a thing now,
Yes,
apparently.
but it's not what you think it is based on this picture.
Check this out. Mount Rushmore, designed on the back of a dirty car.
Yeah,
These are
beautiful
beautiful.
works of art that will literally wash away the first time it rains. Mind blowing, right? Someone put that much work into something that's just going to disappear.
Right. If anything, that's going to encourage me not to wash my car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. While some of these are created on pulled parts for preservation, the majority are temporary. The slightest bit of rain or snow will destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that first car was a Fiat, so it looks like these are in Europe, maybe. There's a Mini
No, no,
Cooper.
no,
Really?
no. They're all over the place. There's multiple. There's multiple artists doing this.
Oh my goodness!
Hey,
Look at
there's
that.
Flyboy. Hi,
Look at
Kevin.
the detail on the inside edition right there.
Mm-hmm.
Happy 70th birthday. Oh my gosh! Look at that wintry scene on the left. These are
Yeah,
beautiful.
they don't just draw on the windows. They draw on any part of the car,
Oh
and it's not
man.
just cars. You're going to see some trucks too.
Yeah, see, there's an SUV, there's a minivan. So, have you guys ever heard of this before? That's the question. Some of these might actually turn out to be residue, no?
Oh yeah, I have a whole page, a whole collage of residue. This is probably it. Yeah, check it out. They drew Adam and God with the Pillsbury Doughboy between them. So it's two Mandela effects in one.
And it looks like, again, right here, Adam is above God right there, sort of, which is weird, which is the way it is now, unfortunately. Uh, and what is this, American Gothic, where the woman is facing toward her husband, I guess?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
These are all Mandela effect. They're all current reality, but
yeah, that's a current reality one.
they're all current reality. Mona Lisa smiling. The woman in the bottom left has her mouth open when it should be closed.
Hey Sandy, have you showed uh, Joey about these? Have you showed him these artworks?
No, I haven't.
I wonder
I don't
what
even
he
think
would
he
think
knows I
about
do these.
them. Look at that one there on the right. Look at the detail in that little city or town. Look at the detail in that, and the palm
The
trees.
the best one, someone drew a family inside the car, which you'll see. I think it's on the next slide.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
So apparently, this is like a business? Is this a business right here? Your dirty car art?
I don't think it's a business. I just think it's artists doing it.
So creative. The Three Stooges. Happy holidays, Santa Claus.
Yeah, I had to throw something in
That's
there for the
wild.
holiday.
That's wild. So we're gonna take a minute and view the chat. What do you guys think about this?
Dina said,
We got
"What?
Teresa.
Wow."
Teresa.
Hey,
Hey,
Teresa.
hey,
Hey.
Hey, welcome,
hey.
Teresa.
I couldn't edit my thing. I wanted to put a Christmas picture in, and I said, okay, I'll just do some sparkles. So I took that picture. Sandy, you remember that picture?
I do. I made it.
Yeah. Like my bling
Well,
bling. What's going on? What did y'all talk about already?
Hey,
so far
Mark.
we just. You want to tell her?
Oh, we just did the car art.
Yeah.
We did a
Oh, the
repeat
card?
since you
Okay,
weren't
good.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Card. Okay. That's the only one so far?
That's the only one so far.
Cool.
We didn't do any of yours
Cool.
yet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, Dean Johnson,
You
for
gonna do
making
shout?
all
You want
these
me to do
posts.
shout outs? Sandy, you
Yeah,
want to
we
do
got.
shout outs?
Yeah, Dean Johnson was one of the first ones in here. We got Dina S in the house. Kevin T.
Last flyboy.
Kevin T. Last Flyboys here.
Hey,
We
Rena.
got
Luna.
Mark Fewings. Hey, Mark, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
Man,
Paluna.
Hey, Rena.
so good to see you guys. Rena's here.
Welcome, everyone. Somebody by the name of Shakur Perez.
I was going to say, is it Cheku
Shakur,
or Chiku?
I'm gonna mess the name up.
Chico. Chico.
Chico.
Or Checo. Checo.
Checo.
Oh, my
Checo.
Lord. I can't talk tonight. Perez.
Me either.
Perez. Sorry if we got your name wrong there.
Yeah, we're so
Preliminals
sorry.
here. Preliminal.
Hey, Prelim. I call him Prelim. What's going on, everyone?
Also,
Right.
if they could give us like a phonetic spelling so we can stop mispronouncing Perez's first name. They're new to the channel, so welcome. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, we're glad
Yes,
everyone
welcome.
can make it. So the next Mandela effect, let's see, I'm just going to pick one at random. Is that okay, Sandy?
Yeah,
Go
what's the
for
next
it.
one, Brian?
Okay, now we're going to talk about yarn. This is a
Yarn.
little bit weird, okay?
Yes.
Yarn?
Yes,
Oh,
Teresa.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have all heard of course, when you do a picture, you kind of you do the hold the two fingers over someone's head, like picture bombing or whatever. Well, now we have this thing called yarn bombing.
Mhm.
Have
Bombing.
you ever heard of yarn bombing?
No, not really.
Okay, check it out. Yarn bombing
It's crazy.
is a thing now. Not saying this is definitely Mandela, but this is trendy form of graffiti and has been around for more than a decade, since
Yep.
2008. I've never seen or heard of anything like this. How did you find this one, Sandy? Or who found this
How do
one?
I did. I did. But you always ask me how
So,
I find this. I
yeah, I
always
wonder
find
where you
things by
find this stuff.
accident. It just pops up in front of me somehow.
Hmm.
I'll be
So,
looking for
is this
something
like?
else, and then this happens.
So, is this like graffiti on the scale of yarn instead of like paint?
Yes,
Oh my
it's
goodness!
considered. It's literally considered graffiti. I don't understand how they could cover these objects, and I'm saying objects because right now you're seeing trees and rocks, but it's not just trees and rocks. Without permission.
Exactly. Yarn bombing originated in Houston, Texas, and has quickly spread throughout cities in the USA before spreading to foreign countries, Canada and England. I've only heard of painting rocks. I haven't heard of decorating them with yarn. That's a little bit weird.
We've lost Teresa.
Okay, we'll get her back.
Mhm.
So originally you find statues and trees, yarn bombed, but soon anything has fair game, including people. Look at that.
Well, wait, I want to clarify because the wording isn't very clear. That's not a person covered in yarn. That's a person made of yarn.
Oh, it's a person made of yarn. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that.
No problem.
Look at that.
There's a house.
Oh my goodness. A house made of yarn?
No, it's covered in yarn.
Covered in yarn, yeah. Look at that. Some people have way too much time on their hands, I guess.
That's what we were
With that.
talking about. I presented this one on Mandela on Monday. I can't even imagine, number one, the cost of all this yarn, and then the time invested in making this, and then installing it. I can't even. You would need hundreds of people for some of the things I'm about to show you.
And so you're saying this has been around since 2008?
Yeah.
And apparently it's all over the world. Has anyone ever heard of this or seen this before? This is just too weird. And look, they did a tank. Somebody had the bright idea of yarning up a tank. Look at that.
I mean, this is crazy.
Now, what is that? That's the bull from. It's
That's
some
Wall Street. That's the Wall Street Bull.
the Wall Street bull. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's a train.
So where is that bull sitting? Is it in Wall Street?
Yeah, that's the Wall Street Bull.
And so they yarned up around him.
It looks like by the seams they made it to fit him.
Wow, this is just unreal.
Absolutely. And then the weather would totally make it gross. I don't even understand that. And then simple things are covered like railings and benches. That's the woman making the underwater person.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know how that works underwater.
Is that Albert Einstein?
That's Albert Einstein, covered in wool.
Oh man, this is unreal. Telephone
Telephone
booth. I didn't
booths.
even think those things were still around. Did you, Sandy?
I have one that's 2 blocks away. There's no phone in it, but the booth is still there.
I guess they have to have one in case Superman shows up.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I don't know what that says. There's some kind of etching on there.
Oh, I have no idea.
I love it though. It's so beautiful, isn't it? It just seems like it would be very time consuming.
And expensive.
Great. Yeah. Wow. I've never heard of this before.
I haven't either. Apparently, it's done in every city. And
What? A
yeah, there's
bridge?
a bridge. There's
They
a
did a whole
bridge.
bridge?
It's the top of the arch and the side of the arch, and then all the arches, and then the bottom fence area, wall, whatever you want to call it.
Wow. All right. So let's see what you guys in the chat have to say about that one while we try to get Teresa back in here. Welcome back, Teresa.
I've been backstage.
Hey, Teresa.
I've been backstage. Yes.
Welcome
Mark
back.
Fielding says, I remember this.
Does he remember us presenting it on Curiouser or Mandela Monday, or does he just remember
What?
seeing
You
this
remember
before?
Do you remember ever seeing this before?
Seeing what?
The yarn bombing.
Oh God, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Seriously.
How about we throw them a new one since Teresa's here, and since they don't understand why you're Colonel Sanders. How about we do
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders?
That's fine. We'll cover that one next.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm sure you guys are wondering why my icon is decorated like Colonel Sanders.
Yes.
Well,
Why don't you tell them?
it has to do with Colonel Sanders. What is it? His first name has changed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, his first name.
So we're gonna have to poll the chat on this one and give them a couple choices. Okay. Sandy, you want to ask the chat, or Teresa, you want to ask them?
Sure. Teresa,
Go
you want to
ahead,
ask?
Sandy. Go ahead.
It's yours. Okay. So the choices are Henry, Harlan, or Harland Sanders. What is Colonel Sanders' first name? Henry, Harlan, or Harlanda?
I always thought it was Harland. I don't know. What's the chat saying? Are you guys there?
System failure dropped a link to his new video and told us to check it out. We'll check it out later. And he's not sure of this one. Hubby said Harland with a D, Dina said. And Dina never knew. Last Flyboy says Harlan, no D. Just known as KFC.
I always just knew Colonel Sanders, but apparently his first name changed.
Well, right now we have 2 Harland and 1 Harlan.
Okay. Any more votes? What was the first choice again, Sandy?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not. It was just the third one thrown in.
All right. So should we do the reveal now?
Sure.
Okay.
So Teresa and I remember Harlan, no D. And this is not a painting. This is a photograph
Did
that I
nobody hear me?
bumped. Yeah, we can hear you, Teresa. That
Oh
we
God, I
bumped.
thought nobody could hear me.
Oh, well, unless you were saying something beforehand, in which case we could not. But I bumped
Oh, okay.
the contrast and the definition up so you could see the car that he is sitting in says Harlan, no D.
Yep. Yep.
This is great residue that Teresa found. This is an actual photograph.
I was
I
like
made it.
freaking out. I was like, oh my God, it is what I remember. I remember Harlan, guys, not Harland. Harlan.
Mhm.
And now it's Harland with a D. And I'm like, no way. And then when I found this residue, I'm like, oh my God. I was like freaking out over this residue, Sandy, wasn't I?
So you're
Yeah.
telling me it was Harlan for you guys, or Harland?
Harlan, no D.
It was Harlan for me with no D for me.
Okay, and on
Harlan.
the car it says Harlan right there.
Yeah.
So you're telling me
Exactly.
it's changed to a D? Harland?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Now there's a D on it. Yep. And that's 100% residue right there in your face.
I do think you're
Right
right.
there.
I think I might have received an upgrade when you asked me the question the first time. I think I received an upgrade there. Because
Yeah.
honestly, Harlan does make sense now that I think about it. What about you guys in the chat? Does anybody remember Harlan, first of all? Because Harland actually doesn't make sense as a first name,
Yeah, I
does
know.
it? It almost sounds like a last name.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
And I actually found a gravestone. I thought I found his gravestone, but it's not his. Of a Harlan Sanders. That was Harlan A. Sanders, and he's Harlan D. Sanders.
Colonel Harlan Sanders. Boil and fry. Colonel Harlan Sanders. So these are green borders, guys. In case you don't know, that means it's residue.
Now, Teresa found his signature that looks like it's missing a D.
Yeah. That is weird. So is he still living?
No.
But he was a real person, right?
Yes.
Okay. Harlan Sanders. Life begins at 40. Yeah, that signature does look pretty genuine. I don't see a D there. Do you guys?
No.
I don't see a D unless that bar way the smack over here is a D, but
It's not connected. And that could just as much be his middle initial, which is a D.
how could they mess up his name so badly?
I don't know.
What's my line? Colonel Sanders. And right there, I don't know if you guys can see that. It says Colonel Harlan Sanders.
At the top and underneath.
Yeah, top and underneath.
That
Colonel
is a
Harlan
close-up
Sanders.
of, so the picture to the right, the one on the left is a close-up of Colonel Harlan Sanders for you.
Okay.
That's awesome. Just so you could see it, because it's
That
really
is awesome. Yeah. Colonel Harlan Sanders. Well, I don't know. I'm a little bit shocked on that one because, like, I for real kind of feel like I got an upgrade there. I was originally thinking Harlan, but now Harlan doesn't make sense to me. So that's what I figured out.
Last
Yeah.
Flyboy, his middle name was David.
Okay, his middle name was David.
Yes.
Wow. So that signature could have been residue, the one I found.
It could have been, yeah. We can't say 100% that it was, but it looks like it might be.
Yeah. But definitely the car. 100% on that one. Yep.
If you could write in the chat, is it Checo? Chico? I don't want to keep butchering your name. We have talked about in the past, like there's a lot of videos of us talking about like what we think is causing the Mandela effect. Like there's a lot of theories out there. There's black hole theories. There's theories that we moved to another part of the galaxy because of a like an Earth ending event. Parallel universes. I believe that our timeline is shifting in and out of parallel universes. And in some universes, Earth was on the Orion Spur, and in some it was on the Sagittarius Arm. And that would explain why we moved. But at other times, I think it could be a black hole, or it could be like there's so many theories, like CERN and things like that, that I'm not sure. I mean, we'll never know. They're all theories. Unless someone comes out and says, I'm the cause of it, there's no way to know for sure. But yeah, we've talked about this a lot. But I get it. Trying to find us talking about it, not so easy. I said
right,
Checo. His name is Checo.
Checo.
Like in Czech. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about another one here. real quick. I'm going to grab another one of these Mandela effects. Okay, so what is it? The sign from Back to the Future, right? Can I talk about that one, Sandy?
Okay, I said to save it for last. That's fine. You already mentioned it.
Okay, let's talk about that one.
That's short and sweet anyway.
So this is going to be another one of these where we poll the audience. We're going to see what you guys remember, and we're going to go from there, okay?
Yep,
So,
and it's going to be easy. We're just going to ask you to say left or right.
okay, everyone, I'm sorry, has seen Back to the Future, I'm sure at least once in their lifetime. And I know we've talked about Back to the Future, the many different changes on the show here, but Sandy wanted to point out something here about the mall sign. You remember the Lone Pine Mall? Well, originally it was the Twin Pines Mall, and then when Marty changed things, he messed things up, the timeline, I should say. So he apparently the Twin Pines changed to Lone Pine Mall toward the end of the movie, in the first movie. So which of these two signs do you guys remember? Is it the one on the left or the one on the right? And notice the difference. There's a small difference in the signs. I'm not sure if you can tell, but look at the top of the sign. I'll give you a clue right there. Look at the top of the sign and
Okay,
tell.
so Royal says right.
And
Says right.
please, guys, don't look at anyone else's answers. There's no cheating here. I mean, just because one person says one thing doesn't mean you have to match that answer, because that would mean it's completely subjective. We want to ask you guys, which one do you truly remember? The one on the left or the right?
Okay, so the Wizard Gren says right. Checo Perez says left. Dina never noticed the tree.
Now,
The
one of
Wizard
these,
Oh, I have to send you something
what?
that's relevant to this. I'm gonna
To
get
this?
it. Hold on. Yeah.
Do I have do I have to look at it now before I go to the next slide?
No. It's for after. It's for after
Okay.
the. It's for
Okay,
after
so
this.
I'm going to move on to the next slide then. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Because we've got enough notes here.
Yeah.
So,
I remember the right, and it is currently the left with the trees sticking above the sign. I do not remember that. It looks so weird to me, especially when it's Twin Pines. When there's two of them,
yeah.
it looks so wrong.
Yeah, that looks really wrong. Let me get back into here.
Like someone
Yeah.
added it on.
Yeah, I don't remember
Popped
the
it on
tree
top.
sticking above the signs. It looks ridiculous.
So Checo said left, but now that they're seeing the Twin Pines, they're triggered. So apparently, definitely a change for them as well.
And I wonder, is this a real mall? You know?
It is a real mall. It is.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Twin
So here's
Pines
some
Mall.
residue. Here's residue of what I found with the tree inside the sign and not sticking out of it.
Oh, wow. How did you find that?
I looked for it.
Wow, Sandy. Good find. Lone
Thank you.
Pine Mall, and there it is. People right here are remembering the trees down below the top of the sign. That's good residue. More residue. See?
Thank you.
Oh man, is that a Lego Marty McFly? I want one.
Yep. Yes, there's actual residue that you can even buy Lego wise, where the trees are not sticking out.
That's awesome. And I know I kind of flew by that one. There wasn't much, a whole lot, because we could show like hundreds of pictures over and over again, but you guys get the idea with that one.
Yeah, the Wizard Gren said J.C. Penney with a Y. If
Yeah,
you can
JC
go to
Penny
your,
with a Y.
can you go to your messenger and get the 2 images I sent?
Yeah, hold on. I'm not okay. I was just making sure I'm not still presenting.
To Edwin, what we do is we are reinforcing our memories to keep us grounded so that we remember and aren't deceived by all this stuff that is being thrown at us that's different.
Oh my God, where did you find this residue, Sandy, that I'm about to show?
There is no what now. We can't do anything about it that we are aware of at this point. All right, so what I want to show you here, the first one is the actual storyboard from Back to the Future. They're drawing the storyboard for the scene, and check out the building behind it. J.C. Penney No E.
Oh my God, yeah, this is the actual storyboard.
Yes.
Look at that, you guys. The J.C. Penney without the E. Isn't that something? What in the world?
And then someone did an artwork of the scene, and again, J.C. Penney No E.
J.C. Penney, no E. How did you find this? That's crazy.
I found these looking for residue of the mall sign.
That's awesome. So the next one, which one should I do next, Sandy? Which one do you want me to do next?
Well, is Tracy backstage?
No. We got to try to get her back.
Who's
Let's see.
Kathy?
What about Tigger? Can we talk about Tigger for a minute?
Sure. It's Teresa's. That's Teresa's and me. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the chat. Jerry Wolf is talking about a Kathy Kimball. I don't know Kathy Kimball.
Oh, there she
Do you know
is.
Kathy Kimball? There she is. Hey, Teresa, we're about to do your take. Oh, she
Hey,
got her picture changed.
yeah,
I figured
Royal.
out how to do it. You like it?
I like it.
Yes.
I like it, Teresa.
It's
Tell her
nice.
Rudolph.
I just hope I don't get a copy. You won't get a copyright on this, will you?
I hope not.
No.
Well, actually, I hope not, because you're doing KFC, so what's the difference?
Okay.
Yeah, that's Hello Kitty as a reindeer. I thought it was cute.
It is cute.
Thank you.
All
I
right,
love
so
Hello
this is
Kitty.
Teresa's Tigger Mandela effect.
Hey, by the way, Royal. I guess Royal. Please, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And
Yeah, welcome, Royal.
welcome, Jerry Wolf, Crypto V. Welcome,
Manu.
Chad Edwin. Welcome.
Wow, a lot of new people. Cool.
Hi,
Yeah, we got some
Shardigan.
new folks in here.
Yep.
Hi,
Oh, it's
Shardigan.
Raleigh. Jerry Wolf is Raleigh. Hey, Raleigh.
Oh, hey, Raleigh.
Hey, Raleigh.
All right, so let's move on with this next one.
Cool.
Tigger, this is
My
your
Tigger. My Tigger. Yep. What did you do before Tigger? The Back to the Future one?
Yep, we did that one.
All right, so Tigger's what you're doing now? Okay, I got it. I'm
Tigger's
keeping
next.
track, Brian.
You're up, Teresa.
Tigger. Got it.
Royal has
Okay.
been here for years, but usually watches on replay. Well, welcome to the live chat.
Uh,
There you go.
all right,
guys.
Go ahead, Sandy. You read it.
We're gonna
This
make
one's
it.
pretty easy. Go ahead, Sandy.
We're gonna say 1, 2, or 3 this time, so you guys don't have to like write out left, right, middle. 1, 2, or 3 is fine. You are looking at his eyebrow area. Do you remember no eyebrows? 1, and we're not talking about the eyebrows in the yellow. We're talking about a second set of eyebrows. So, do you remember no second set of eyebrows? 2 would be 2 second set of eyebrows. Or 3 would be a second set of unibrow. What do you remember? I know it's weird, but we're asking you guys. Do you remember 1, 2, or 3? Which Tigger is your Tigger?
I'm gonna have to see a side view of it.
Well, we have some side views in the residue. Well, in the red. So Checo remembers 2. Dina
Dina's
remembers
1.
1.
Anybody else? What do you remember, Brian?
It's okay, Riley. We understand. It's like, who's Kathy? Riley was in the wrong chat.
Oh my god, he looks so weird right now.
It's okay.
I remember that first one, number 1.
So Cha and Royal remember 3. Crypto remembers 1. Preliminal close to 2, yet none are exactly right.
I remember 1.
Tobin says Tippecanoe and Tigger 2.
Hi, Tobin. What's up,
All right,
Tobin?
so we can go to the next one. Teresa and I remember. Teresa remembers 1, and I remember 1 and 2. But it is currently 3.
Yep,
with the
definitely
big
1.
unibrow. He's got a big unibrow top.
Wow. Yeah.
That looks
Yeah.
so
And he
weird.
needs to go get his eyes done.
And I'm guessing it's one of the stripes, but it moves like an eyebrow. And sometimes there's 2 of them, but they merge at the middle, so it looks like a mustache. So bizarre looking.
Yeah.
I remember 1.
Yep. Me too.
Well, if you go to the next slide, you're going to see how it is now. And when you see how it is now on toys and stuff, it just, I don't know, it just looks so wrong. I don't remember this big strip across his head.
Me neither, Sandy. It freaked me out when I seen it. It looked weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does look weird.
It looks like somebody just went and drew like with a black marker. Oops, here we go.
It's a
All right,
complete
so a couple of these you can see. It looks like 2 eyebrows, but it's connected in the center. Do you see what I'm talking about? This weird connecting.
No, it's not supposed to be like that, Sandy.
I know. But
You know,
you can
hey
see
Brian,
it.
you know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
Rod Sterling.
Yeah,
His eyebrows.
Yeah, Rod Sterling's eyebrows.
Yeah, Sterling. Yeah.
It was.
Like, look at the bottom left. It looks like a straight up mustache was slapped across his head. Oh, well, you already switched
Sandy, you
sides.
almost.
Now the top left now.
I can ignore that one.
I want to say
Yeah.
it's like a 20-second delay.
Yeah, I'm on a delay. So see the
Me
bottom
too.
left, how it's like the mustache with the
Yeah,
red
it does
balloon.
look like a mustache.
Yeah.
Are you guys freaked out about this?
I am.
Are you as freaked out as we are? Now, what is this? This is some residue?
This is some residue. Dina says
Okay.
Tigger was one of my faves as a kid. This is not my Tigger. So here's some Tiggers with little to nothing above the yellow part of the eye. And the bottom right is the original Tigger. I think they use it more for babies now.
Yeah.
Like baby stuff.
You see the one here on the left? That's more of what I remember.
The one on the top right is Disney World.
Okay.
And that could be why I have a dual memory of 2 eyebrows and no eyebrows. Because in Disney, where I've been to Disney 14 times. And Disney, he has 2 eyebrows. So that could be why.
Let's see what our audience has to say. Preliminal says, let's talk about geography changes.
I don't have any geography changes today.
That's
That's because we have like our parts that we play on Mandela Monday, and that's not my part. That's Noble's part. We don't know where Noble is, so
Sandy's not noble.
Noble's MIA.
Raleigh. What's up, brother? You said anyone interested in what I have to say?
I'm not looking at the chat. I gotta go back. What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
Like stars? Something.
Let's talk about something cool. Sandy, can we talk about the one thing, the one ball? Can I talk about that one?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what Raleigh's talking about in the chat.
What?
That we're going to see. Supposedly, we're going to see that now the North Star was actually two planets that merged in the sky.
Yeah.
And we're going to see that this year. And
Yeah,
that's
on
insane.
December
I wanna see that.
21st.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be a huge day, guys.
It's really important too, isn't it? Jupiter and Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the two biggest planets, so it should be a big bright star.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Pokemon from the trading cards, right, Sandy?
Yes.
All
What's
right,
the next one, Brian? Pokemon? Brian?
Yeah, Pokemon. So what
Trading
do you
card?
guys, I'm sorry, what?
Pokemon trading card?
Yes. What?
Got it. Thank
The
you.
question is, which of these Pokeballs do you remember? Was it the one on the left where the Pokeball is partially open, or was it the one on the right where the Pokeball was closed? Which one do you guys remember? Now, Sandy, did you work your magic with this photograph here?
I always do, Brian.
That's okay. Wow, that's awesome. So, which one is it, you guys?
So
Is it the one on the left or the one on the right? We need your help.
Manu, Crypto, and Last Flyboy all say 2. So right.
Okay, so 3. That's 3 for the one on the right.
Mm-hmm. 4 preliminals on the right, also on the right.
Okay, we got 4 for the right. Anyone on the left? Does anybody remember the left one?
Yes. Royal remembers left.
Okay. Anyone else? Because
Dina remembers left.
Okay, because for it to be a Mandela effect, you got to have some on both sides, typically. I mean, not necessarily all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this one is huge, guys.
And it's evenly split now because Checo kind of resonates with left.
Okay, so to answer that question, they were closed in my past, but now all versions have the ball partially open. All versions of the card game. Isn't that weird?
I mean, it's not weird for the 3 people that remember it open, but for hopefully the people who remember it closed, it's weird like it is for me. I do not remember them open at all. And the one on the right is someone's artwork. They drew the ball closed.
Yeah, these are residues. You see the green border on Sandy's material. I remember when you had told me about this. I was at Kroger, Sandy, and I said, no, the ball was completely closed. Like, there's no way that ball was opened at all.
Yeah.
I was like, when I get home, I'm going to have to check my Pokemon cards because I actually still have a couple of these laying around. And sure enough, the ball was partially open. So this is kind of a huge one for me. What about for you guys? Does that resonate with you all any?
Mm-hmm. Chart K
Anything?
says closed. Dina's Dina says was closed. So I was wrong. I'm
Yeah,
confused now. She
Starcade
said
says
sing
not
royal for
open for me.
open, but now she's saying closed.
Crypto V says who remembers Garbage Pail Kids?
We do.
I do. Garbage Pail Kids. They actually came with bubble gum. I want to say
Yes.
it was like little card packs, and you would get bubble gum with it. We lost Teresa again.
Oh.
Garbage Pail Kids. So that was a big one. Okay, let's talk about another Mandela effect. Well,
Hold on for a minute. I need to clarify something. Royal, that's because I had to make it. I made that one on the right to show how I remember it. That's why it didn't look real, because I made it. That's all.
oh my God, this next one's huge too. Um,
Well, oh my gosh, you didn't. Oh, yes, you did. Never mind. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
no,
Ignore me. Sorry.
I,
Go on.
I'm trying to go a little bit out of order just because I'm trying to pick
What was the
some.
last one? Pokemon?
Yeah,
No,
Pokemon was
Teresa.
our last one. Now we're going to
Okay,
talk
what's the
about
next one?
the Last Supper.
Ah,
Okay, this one
that's a
has
crazy
changed
one.
so many times. Apparently there's like a door under it now, under the Last Supper painting. There's bread. There's way too much
And
bread on the table. There wasn't this much bread on the table.
There's
Uh,
folds on the tablecloth. There's patterns on the tablecloth.
others,
You can see the feet, the legs. There's panels in the floor that you can see. The legs are more ornate. There's
the
coffered
knots,
ceilings now. It used to be like a cave, like it was dark. Now there's windows, and there's
and
so
the
many
knots,
changes.
well, also the wine
and the
glass was
knots, the knots.
Teresa, we didn't get to that yet.
the
That's why
glass is
we were
on
going to
the
answer.
table. The
Oh,
glass is on the table. Now there's glasses on the table. Also, not to mention the goblet.
Yeah, the chalice is gone.
Chalice, I mean. Yeah, it's gone from the
The halo
table.
around his head is gone.
Well,
He used to
now
be in white. Now he's in red.
there's another change that may be new. Dealing with the tablecloth, now it looks all knotted up on one side,
No, it's on both sides.
both sides. Do you guys remember any knots in the tablecloth? I don't.
I do not.
I could try 100%. There was not a knot. We would have noted that, somehow.
And
So,
if you go back to the first image, the first, like the far away image where you can see people looking at it, you can clearly see the knot if you're looking for it. It's clearly there.
wait, which one?
The first image that you had up.
Oh, the very
Go
first
back.
one.
Yeah, like if you zoom in so that people can see, you can see the knot on the end.
Yeah.
Like from far away, you can even see it. It's there. And it's
So
blurry on the left, but it is there.
that's so weird. Oh my gosh. There's a high res, original, and magnified. Yeah, the one on the right. Yeah, the one on the left is kind of faded.
But it's there.
It's there.
It's got the shape. Yeah. Sorry, Dina. She said, this had me crack my brain. No
Are you
knots.
telling me that all the other stuff is changing as well?
Yeah. All these parodies and everything all have knots. Or things that look like knots.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was not there.
This is one of the most Mandela paintings, I think.
Even on the Mickey Mouse
Uh-huh.
and Tony the Tiger. Yeah, all the serial characters. Look at that. So this is residue. Green means residue.
Yeah. Now
Again,
it's
on the
residue.
tablecloth here in the Last Supper, there's no knots. On this one, there's no knots. No knots here either. So I'm asking the chat, what do you guys think about this one? Are you affected by this one at all?
Yeah, there's so many changes to this. We've covered all of the changes. But this
I like
one I
that
just
bottom one.
found.
I like that bottom picture right there.
The Guy Fawkes one, yeah.
Yep. What is that? It? The one on the top? Oh, all the
Yeah.
clowns?
Mm-hmm.
Again, no knots.
That's MASH. We lost Teresa again.
Yeah, we'll get her back. I don't know what's going on with her connection.
She's
All right, we'll
using
try
her
to get her back.
phone. Her phone does not stay in. She has to use her computer.
All right. So let's see. Let's talk about another one. These sharks that
Yeah.
supposedly they used to exist.
Well, wait. Let's just pull the thing up and ask them, because this is new for me, and this is brand new. No one's seen this one yet.
Okay, no one has seen it on any channel.
Hi, Anita. Your mom's here.
Oh, hi, Mom. How you
All right,
doing?
guys. Yeah, this one's brand new. I've never heard of the prehistoric shark Helicoprion or the buzzsaw shark before. Have you? So, just yes or no, have you heard of a buzzsaw shark or Helicoprion? This is the fossil of Helicoprion that we're looking at. It all started with this fossil. And the fossil itself disappeared for 29 years and then suddenly reappeared again. No, we see you, Raleigh.
So you want to explain what a helicoprion is?
Okay, so wait. First, let me explain what you're seeing at the top. When they first found this fossil, they thought the shark looked like the left. Then in the late 20th century, they thought it was in the one in the middle. And now they found the jawbone, so they know it looks like the right after 2013. So over the decades, there were different versions of the shark in books, toys, things like that. There's a toy. A
I've
toy.
never even heard of this shark.
Me either. I can't look at the chat and the presentation. I'm sorry, Ralph. I got to look at what I'm talking about. All right, so here's the jaw, like a recreation of the jaw that they found. And this is how it opens and closes the mouth. It has teeth like a saw, a circular saw.
That's
I have
crazy.
never seen anything like this in my life. And it's been decided upon that this is how he's looked since 2013. So for 7 years, we've known about this shark. They know how his mouth works, how the teeth are in his mouth, and I've never heard of him.
Never seen or heard about this before. I love playing with plastic dinosaurs too. Who was a kid and never got to play with plastic dinosaurs?
Mm-hmm.
I did. I love dinosaurs, but never heard of this thing, this beast.
All right, so again, we have other versions that they thought how he looked based on the top. The top was based on just the fossil, and now they've come to determine it's more like this, with
Wow.
like spiky teeth in the center of his mouth.
That's crazy, Sandy.
Mm-hmm. I don't
That's crazy,
understand.
huh, Brian?
I don't understand the evolution to this. I don't understand why you would need teeth like that. I can't imagine that it would be comfortable to close their mouth. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't think if I was a shark like that, I would want to close my mouth.
How do they eat? Then how do they? How does it work? Does that? Do you have pictures of it eating fish? This
There
thing?
were pictures. They were graphic. I wasn't using them. They were drawings.
Oh,
Teresa.
okay.
Like
Ooh,
they literally
gotcha.
like for example, it was a drawing of a squid, and he was literally like chopping it in half, like
Oh my God.
guillotine style. That's how he
It's
kills
crazy.
the fish.
Ew. That's what you're saying. Wow.
I think Char just looked at the screen. She's like, "Oh my God, what the heck?"
Buzzsaw sharks. Has anyone ever heard of this? Don't you think if they would have made the movie about these things?
Yeah, you would think. It's kind of creepy looking. Definitely weird looking.
I mean, that makes the great white shark look like a unicorn compared to this one.
Pussycat.
Yeah, pussycat. There you go.
Brian, it looks like a pussycat. Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Royal, that's impossible. He's a dinosaur. He's deceased, extinct. No more buzz sharks.
Sharkay says never. Hey, Lori, how you doing? That's my mom's neighbor. How you doing, Lori?
Aw.
Good to see
Oh no,
everyone.
Dean Johnson. I recently covered Houston because it changed again for me. I forget how it changed. I'm going to go to my folder right now to tell you how it changed. Houston. Let me try Apollo. There we go. So in my reality, it was just John Lovell saying the famous quote, "Houston, we've had a problem." But now it was Jack Swigert who first alerts NASA, and the what they say is Swigert says, "Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here." I don't remember that. I don't remember that line. "Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here." And Luzma says, "This is Houston. Say again, please." And then Lovell says, "Houston, we've had a problem." So I don't remember the duplicate line. I don't remember Jack Swigert saying it first. And I don't remember "we've had a problem here" ever being uttered. So that's the new change for me with that. Covered that one a couple months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just Houston. Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah.
It's been parodied over and over again.
Yeah.
So let's talk about one of these ones here that Teresa found.
Okay.
This is the Seekers hit song from 1967. You want to talk about that one, Teresa?
Is that the Georgie girl, Sandy?
Yes, that's Georgie girl. Yes. You're gonna ask me how to spell Georgie.
I don't know how many.
No, go on.
This is an older song from 1967. It goes, "Hey there, Georgie girl."
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
We don't want to copyright.
Okay. Yeah. So here comes, and there's also a movie out also. How do you spell Georgie? Should I give him a choice?
Now let's see how they do first. If they need a choice, we'll give them one. But let's just not, leave the chat and let them just spell Georgie.
Okay.
Now, this particular song, Teresa,
Mm-hmm.
you're 100%. You remember it the one way.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I am.
All right. Have we got any responses yet so far?
We have two. We
Let
have
me look. Hold on.
Crypto with Georgie with an I, Guardian Matrix with IE,
Uh-huh.
Last Flyboy with IE,
Uh-huh. Anita remembered
Anita
IE.
IE, Lori McFadden says IE, Char K
Uh-huh.
IE.
Well,
Uh-oh. What's up, Raleigh?
we've got enough votes. Thanks, you guys. So
And Rena says IE.
in my past, it was Georgie with an IE, but in this reality, it's always been Georgie with a Y. That looks so weird.
Guys, let's not fight.
What's going on in here?
There's a
What's
fight
wrong,
in the
Raleigh?
chat.
What's going on?
Over what?
I'm not
There's
sure.
nothing to fight about.
Georgie with a Y.
It looks so weird to me.
Yeah. So, let's show it what it is now.
Well, we're showing what it is now.
Oh,
Now we're
that's
showing
not Brian.
residue.
You're on the wrong one. Brian,
Yeah.
you're on the wrong Mandela effect.
Oh,
This is
Teresa,
There you go.
that got him by accident. He's
Oops.
not on the wrong one. It was just in the wrong spot.
Georgie girl with a
Oh,
Y
okay.
is what it is now. Georgie girl with a Y. The song by the
Yeah.
Seekers.
Mm-hmm.
Brian,
And
you just have to skip over that one. Just skip over that one.
oh,
That's
never mind. Never mind.
He can
That's
still
from a
do that
different
one if he
folder.
wants after.
Okay.
Yeah.
The original pop star. This is residue here, and it says, "Hey there, Georgie girl with a IE."
So it's an article
That's
about
what I
the
remember.
woman in the Seeker singing. It's about her, and they have her song as IE.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty sure she knows her spelling of her own name, right?
Oh my goodness, this is good residue right here. This says it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and look, it's both ways.
Yeah,
And
and this
both
one,
of
the
them, they're
lyric
backwards.
Georgie girl with a Y, and then in the lyric it has an IE. And this is the
Yeah,
opposite.
look at this.
So in here it's got Georgie with the IE, but then Georgie with a Y down here. Why would they do that? It's inconsistent.
Yep. And that's in the actual notes too, right? Sandy, music.
Georgie
Somebody,
girl.
whoever did the music, typed up the music notes, remembered.
Georgie girl.
I thought this was a good
Shartican,
find. Yeah, George girl.
I'm answering you. How many are there now?
How many what?
How many
What's he
whales were
talking
brought
about?
to the future in Star Trek when they go to the one where they go
Oh,
to
that's
present day?
easy. I just watched it the other day. I watched it.
Oh wait, then you would have
It's
current
two of
reality.
them, one male and one female, Gracie.
That's
It
what
was
I remember.
two. I watched the movie 100 times. Trust me, it's always two.
Wait, which movie?
It's Grace. It's a male and a female. It's always been a male and a female. Trust me with that. I would stake my life on it. That's how much I know it.
Shartican remembers one, a female that was pregnant. Now the only problem there is there's no way to reproduce if it's just a female that was pregnant.
And that's why they brought him to the future. So, and he even says to her that they want to make sure that it goes on. That's why they brought a male and a female, and that's the ones that. And
But
actually, it's also on the side of the bus too.
But see, that's the thing. I have a dual memory, not of one. I remember them bringing two, a male and a female, but I thought the female was also pregnant.
She was pregnant. Remember when he goes down there, he jumps in the water, and they're looking in the window like, what is he doing? He was talking to her. She was the female whale. I've seen this movie, guys, 100 times. Trust me on this one. I would stake my life on this one. Trust me, it's one of my favorite Star Trek movies. he was talking to her. Remember, he had the white robe on and he jumped in the water when nobody was looking. They were doing the tour. When they did the tour, looking through the window, and the lady's pointing about the man, and then Captain Kirk looks. He's like, "Oh my God!" And he's looking, and Spock was talking to the whale, and he was telling him that she was pregnant, and that's when he tells later on, the lady with the blonde hair, the biologist, whatever the hell you want to call her, she's like, "How do you know that Gracie's pregnant?" Because she told me. He was mind melding, remember?
Yeah.
And she got pregnant from the male. She can't get pregnant spontaneously. The male is what in the tank with her. Because remember, they said they found him she found him in the pond, and then they let him in. That's how they got in there. Trust me, guys, I've watched this movie hundreds of times. This is my favorite movie. Always a male and a female, and also it's on the side of the bus as well. You remember when they're trying to get transportation, and he goes, "What does exact change mean?" You remember the side of the bus, and he's looking at the map, and he's like, "You don't need to look at the map," and he points to the bus. That's where you see the two whales advertised. And that's why when they get on the bus, which they can't get on the bus because they didn't have exact change, and that's when he says, what does exact change mean, or something like that. Now, do you remember that on the side of the bus?
Yes, Teresa.
There you go. Trust me, I can tell you every part of this movie, every tidbit. 100%, I will stake my life on it, male and female, and that's how Gracie got pregnant.
All right,
Yep.
Teresa, now talking about we're talking about your Sigmund.
Okay.
Teresa?
Yes.
You want to read it?
Yes, Sigmund. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. You got me all excited because this is one of my favorite movies, and I know it piece by piece. I could tell you every bit of the movie. Yes, Sid and Marty Krofft. Go ahead. Sid and Marty Krofft.
Huh. Do you want to read it?
Yeah. A couple of years ago, it says Teresa. Yeah, Brian, thank you. Teresa and I, that's me and Sandy, covered a company named Change, Sid and Marty Krofft. And now the television productions. Well, I remember KROFT, and now it's KROFFT, and so does Sandy, correct?
Yeah.
And we just found another change to do with the producers. Mm-hmm. Now, at the time, we saw one of their TV shows repeatedly in our residue, but now it's changed. Go ahead, Brian. Next. Sigmund and the C blank. M blank. What is that? What does that look like to you guys? What do you remember? Sigmund and the C M. Blah, 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 blah. Letters. Should I tell them how many letters? No. There's more than 5 letters.
Teresa, I think they're going to be able to figure it out based on the picture. It's okay.
There you go. That was a hint.
Okay. All right, let's see what the chat says. What do you guys remember about Sigmund and the C blank?
Yes.
So Captain Kirk says monster.
Ah.
That's a guess, though.
Monster. Anybody else? What do you remember? Do you remember monster?
Crypto says monsters with an S.
Uh-huh. Okay, go ahead.
You know what? I'm on top chat, not live chat, so I could be missing people. If I'm missing your comments, I'm sorry.
Sandy's missing you. Been missing you. There's a song that has that in there. Been missing you. Since you've been gone.
Wait.
John Waite. Remember John Waite? I'm missing you. Okay, I won't get you copyright, so don't sing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So fill that in.
Sigmund and the C. No idea. Anita is monster. No S.
Ooh. Wow, Sandy. This is a good one then, huh? So, the current reality is, you ready for the big reveal? Brian, we need a drum roll. Come on.
Drum roll. Boom, boom,
Drum roll.
boom. Drum roll.
No, with your hand. Do a drum roll. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I remember Sigmund and the Sea Monster, and a lot of you guys remember it like I do. But it's always been monsters with an S. What do you remember?
Now this is a TV show.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Croft did that. Croft, Sid and Marty Croft, which now
It's
has
a little before your
two
time, Brian.
double letters.
Oh. When I
Yeah,
was growing up, we had
Brian,
Romper.
you weren't even thought of in your mommy.
I was growing up. We had Captain Kangaroo and Romper Room.
Oh yeah, we had that too.
Stranger just got a lot weirder just for Sigmund the Sea Monsters. Mm-hmm.
This is residue. Now here's a weird thing. Teresa didn't read it. I also found a lot of residue for Sigmund the Sea Monster, not Sigmund and.
Yeah.
Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is so weird.
So there's residue of both here.
Yeah. And I remember Sea Monster, but there is a lot of residue for it as well. Some people remember monsters. Yep. Thank you, Sandy. Looks good.
Sigmund and the Sea Monster.
Look at those little furry guys.
Anybody remember this growing up?
Yeah, look at the book bag, Brian. Look at that book bag on the right. Look what it says.
Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Yeah. See the book bag? What would it make?
Yep.
Look what it says. Zoom in on it.
It said Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Oh, that was good residue. Yep. They made that and they sold it too. Why would they sell something if they didn't have the correct information on it? Yeah, don't worry, Sharkay. I'm old too. I'm older than you, actually. Like 2 years. Just had a birthday in November. 2 years older than you, Sharkay. I'm an old lady. I get my senior discounts now, and I love it. Right, Brian?
What?
I said I love my senior discounts.
The lives of
Sharkay was talking how old she is, and I said I'm 2 years older than you. Yep. That's a good thing you're not looking for. Getting old is get your senior discounts, and if you are old, make sure you ask for them.
Sigmund the Sea Monster.
Yeah.
When you get old,
Yep.
when you get old, you usually have to wear eyeglasses and bifocals, right?
I wear glasses. She just reminded me to save my money to your friends. I really need
Oh, you're breaking up, Teresa. So bad.
I'm sorry. What's next, Brian?
Let's talk about. All right, what's with Eddie Money? Take Me Home Tonight, that one?
Yes.
That's yours, Sandy. Go ahead.
But you're going to probably want to go to Twitter for some more residue because I didn't get a chance to put all the residue together.
All right, you want to ask the chat?
Some residue.
You didn't?
Yeah. Guys, so the 80s song, Take Me Home Tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie Blank. Be my little baby. What's the word there? Is Rena still in the chat?
I think she is.
Rena?
What's the blank, guys?
Take me home
Just
tonight.
like Ronnie, what? Scrappy Dappy Doo says said. Guardian Matrix says said.
Yes. Oh. That one really got on
Stop
my
leading the
nerves.
chat, Teresa.
Sorry. No.
I think it was said.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
I think it was said.
Even the chat. Shh. We know. Shh.
Anyone else want to guess something that's not said?
Don't worry, we're not going to hurt you. We won't bite.
Grr.
All right, so should I
Anybody
reveal it?
else?
Yeah, Scrappy, we
Do the
covered that.
reveal.
Drum
We
roll.
covered that one.
Drum roll.
All right, so I do remember said. Royalsa
Mm-hmm.
says, I do remember said, but it's always been sang.
That
Sang.
doesn't make sense.
No.
Just like Ronnie sang. That's the
I remember
current
said.
lyrics.
Can I play a
I
clip?
remember said. If you want to risk it,
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, I want to play a clip.
All right. Maybe if we get to the part, try to.
Yeah, I'll try to fast forward it.
Yeah. That might help.
I'm going to mute while you play it.
Me too.
Dang it. These stupid things pop up on here. Is it this next part?
Yeah, next sentence. Sang.
Just like Ronnie sang.
Sang.
You heard
It
it?
was always said for me. It's sang now, yeah.
That's crazy.
I heard it in the car and I was like, no. Oh my gosh, no.
But there's a lot of people that remember just like Ronnie said.
Mm-hmm. And I could believe Royal remembers says. I could go with says, but not sang. It was
The
not sang.
misheard lyric is just like Ronette said. The original lyrics, just like Ronnie says.
Yeah, so we have says residue too.
So the misheard lyric is just like Ronnie said. Feed my little baby. Just like Ronnie sang, "Be my little baby." I remember "Be my
Sang.
little baby."
Well, that hasn't changed. Just sang. It's sang now, just like Ronnie sang.
No, it was said. That is a strange one to me.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense either way, but it was said.
It was said.
All right, so
There's a lot of residue for it, and I'll have when I show. I'll probably show this. Well, I will show this again on Curious's channel, and I might show it on Mandela Monday. I'm not sure. It depends if Dan picks it. But if I do, I'll have a lot more residue for it because I have more residue. I just I don't have it on hand. We were running out of time, so.
all right, so let's talk about Bellwether real quick. What is Bellwether?
All right, so I did a chat in Teresa's group, and that's why I sent you. If you can show this really quick, it's the poll that I did in Teresa's group.
Is it this
Here you
one?
go, bro. No, yeah, but I'm sending you a picture first. Go to Messenger first. I just sent it to you.
Okay.
You know, we're listening to a lot of, oh, well, I follow politics intently, especially when it comes to like the presidential election. And when I say politics, I follow U.S. politics
Hey
intently.
guys, we have Hazel Fiber in the chat. Hey Hazel, Scrappy Dappy Doo's here. Welcome.
Hi guys. Hi Fiverr. All right.
Oh, wrong
Hey
one.
Scrappy.
I'm okay. So here's the thing you posted in the group, Sandy. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Okay, so I'm explaining that I care about politics more than the average American. And I just asked, have you ever heard of Bellwether County? Have you ever heard the term Bellwether County? And a total of 8 votes for yes. I don't know why someone made a separate category, but they did. And 56 votes for no. So, Anita, do you know what a Bellwether County is? Have you ever heard the term before?
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either. Shocking to me. All right. I just want to show you guys the split, 56 to 8, before we get into the presentation. So, you can. I know I've never heard before last week. I'd never heard of Bellwether County. You can go to the next image, Brian. All right. So first of all, Bellwether counties change depending on their running streak of choosing the president. They're typically counties with an equal distribution of Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. All states, these change. All states can have a Bellwether County.
So it's not
And
the name of it's not the name of the county. It's
no,
okay. So
it's a
what
county
we're
that successfully predicts the presidential winner by who the county is called for. And they consistently do it year after year after year. They're a Bellwether County. So to be a Bellwether County, that county has to successfully go for the candidate that's going to win the presidency. Some of these counties have had a stellar record of choosing the candidate that eventually won the presidency, going back to like 1956, 1952. Bellwether County has been a thing since the 1880s, as far as I can tell. They're not static. If they lose their streak of predicting the winner, they lose Bellwether status until they predict another election. So in this picture, Woodbury is a Bellwether County. If Woodbury chose Trump this time, Biden won, they would no longer be a Bellwether County. Many of these counties have 10 to 50 years streaks of successfully predicting the winner of the presidential election. And I just want to say that most of them lost their streak this election. Most of them chose Trump and lost their Bellwether status.
wow. I don't know. It was a really tight election. I gotta say, it was a really tight election, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It really could have went either way for a while.
Yeah,
All right,
I've never
so
heard of the term Bellwether County, and Bellwether counties are sort of like a magic 8 ball. If you wanted to get an idea of who's going to win an election, you should look at Bellwether counties. That's something that I would have wanted to know about. Yeah, I had no idea they existed.
Well, let's
I'm not
talk
saying
about
it's
something else.
Mandela, but it's weird for me.
Tell us about beauty berries, Sandy.
The question is, have you ever heard of them? Have you ever heard of a beauty berry?
I don't know if you eat it, does it make you more beautiful?
Nope. Nope. But they're beauty berries because they're pretty berries. They're just pretty. Anita, we can't say that because then Brian's channel will get taken down now. New YouTube rules.
Native to Florida, these edible berries are white. They get to a shade of purple that would be puce.
Yeah, puce is another Emmy for me. But anyhow, they're native to Florida, but there's other beauty berries that are native to other areas, which we're going to talk about next.
The beauty
So
berry,
they're
good.
go on. No,
No,
you go
you got
ahead. No, I was just gonna say they can also be pink. They're not in this picture. That's all. Go on.
it. Okay.
So there's an American beauty berry, there's a South American one, a Chinese one, a Japanese one, and they're all slightly variation of color.
They look kind of like juniper berries or something.
Yeah, but they're beauty berries. They are edible. People make jam out of them, but some people say they're medicinal tasting. So it's very like polarized. Either people don't like them a lot or they like them a lot. And I've just never
Yeah.
heard of these. I've never seen them before. I've never heard of beauty berry jam before. And that seems to
Me
be like
neither.
the number one thing they make with it. Dina has seen them, but she didn't know their name.
All right. What about these
Which one?
the picture of the mom and the dad looking at the sun?
Okay, yeah, you can bring it up.
All right.
Teresa, you're still muted. I don't know if you know that you're muted. All right, guys. See the picture, right? I want the spelling. Not the spelling of sea monkeys, but I want you to write their official title. What are these called officially? What is the title of these things? Charkay says sea monkeys. Brian, what do you remember?
I remember sea monkeys.
Mm-hmm. Just sea monkeys, nothing else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Dina S says sea monkeys. Crypto V says sea monkeys. Islam's never seen them before. All right, well,
Hello?
now Dina S writes sea dash monkeys. And that's the problem. One of the problems for me.
Sea monkeys.
So, in my past, the official title for them was the Amazing Sea Monkeys or just Sea Monkeys. I'd see it both ways. Like when I saw the coupon on the back of a comic book, it was the Amazing Sea Monkeys. But now it's the Amazing Live Sea Monkeys. I don't remember live. And I do not remember that dash. There was no dash for me in Sea Monkeys. Do you guys remember, besides Dina, do you guys remember a dash? And do you remember the Amazing Live Sea Monkeys?
No.
In this reality, they were first called the Amazing Live Sea Monkeys and later the Original Sea Monkeys.
I keep hearing that song, "Hey, hey, we're the monkeys."
Hey, Crunchy D. We already covered that one, but his first name changed for us from Harlan to Harland with a D. Fiverr remembers the Amazing Sea Monkeys like I do. Here's some residue. But I also, like I said, I also remember just Sea Monkeys, but I don't remember a dash. And that one's weird, the top right. It's got Sea Monkeys as one word. Oh, you're already, yeah.
Yeah, let's switch back.
Yeah. The pink one.
Yeah, that is weird. The sea monkey is one word.
Yeah.
It says sea monkeys.
So, yeah, the Amazing Sea Monkeys is now Amazing Live Sea Monkeys. And there's a dash. A little change, but change nonetheless.
That's it for that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandy, I think we got time for maybe one more. Is that okay?
Ooh, do a big one, Sandy.
Let's
yeah,
do
Do
a
a big
big
one.
Well, that's not it. I'm making sure it's just one more that you have to cover. Yeah, okay. So you're going to do Jessica Rabbit.
Yep.
Teresa, I want to give him a new one.
So is this a new one?
That one is a shocking new one, Brian. Shocking. Sandy found this one.
Yes. Now, after we do the presentation, we're going to show you a clip so you can see it's not just the photographs. So, question. What color is Jessica Rabbit's sparkly dress in Who Framed Roger Rabbit? The first scene you see her come out on the stage singing. What color is her dress? In the chat. Don't switch. Stay here, Brian. Stay on.
I'm not switching yet.
Okay. Scrappy Dappy Doo says red. Char K says red. Crypto says red. Last Flyboy says red. Guardian Matrix says black. Anita says blue. My goodness.
We're talking about her
Mandela
dress.
says red. Purple says Shardik. Down to the wire says red. Welcome. Royal says red. Okay, we are almost. There's a lot of reds in the chat. Bright red. Thank you, Royal. Okay. Brian, what do you remember?
I remember red.
Teresa, what do you remember?
Red. Red is sexy.
Yes. Okay. I remember red as well. It's not red anymore. Brian, you can go to the next slide.
Next slide.
Okay, so in my past, oh wait, no, I recently covered changes to Roger's eyes and feet. Her dress was red then when I covered those changes. That's what I remember, but it's not red anymore. Next slide. It's pink now. Like straight up pink.
No. That looks awful. No, it was red.
It's pink. Like there's
No.
no hint of red. It's not the saturation. Like I said, we're going to show you a clip. It's pink. Her dress was not pink in my past. It was red. And the weirdest part is, go back, Brian. The weirdest part is what you just skipped over. Okay. So there's even now contention in the cosplay community over whether the dress is red or pink. There was never a contention. Her dress was red.
No,
Now
it was
it's pink.
red.
Now, even the dress she changes into isn't as red as I remember. It's like this wine red color. It's got like a it's I don't know, it's like more purpley red than it is red. It's not as red as I remember, but at least that still looks red. So that's not too bad. But the first one, the sparkly dress, the dress she performs in, is wrong. It was red. It's pink now. I can't.
Next slide.
Yeah, you go to the next slide. So this is the funny thing. They're comparing an authentic Disney pin to a fake. The fake has a red dress. The real one has pink. Like, I can't. The fake pin is how she should be dressed. So these are the official colors. This is a storyboard from Disney. Pink for the dress, and then that off red, the red. It's not, that other dress is still wrong for me. That's like a muted red. It was a deeper, like a blood red for me. Hard to explain, I know. It was like a blood red, the dress she changed into. All right, so here's drawings and scenes from the movie and dolls and how it is now. Pink dress. The top right is the Roger Rabbit video game for Nintendo. She's in a pink dress. And it's funny, the top left, you see the top left where they're hanging? She's in almost a purple dress. And that's what Shardik Na said. Here's dolls and a pin and a patch. The top right's an embroidered patch, and it's obviously pink. We have like a purpley pink on the doll, like a fuchsia pink on the pin. Another doll, we have like a purpley pink. All of this should be red. It should be red. And here's the residue.
Yeah, it was red. There was no question about it.
No.
Did I show him that video clip?
Yeah, we're going to do the video clip now. So the longer video clip is her entrance scene in the sparkly dress. That's really the one you need to show. Because that's the one we're talking about really changing, is the sparkly dress. I just want to show it so people can see, like, I didn't mess with the color or anything. It's actually that color. Mute it, Brian.
Okay.
We don't need our ears. We just need our eyes for this. That's the wrong clip.
Okay, hold on.
That's the short one. I need the long one.
Oh, there it is.
Just, yeah. Oh, mute it. There's a song. Mute it.
I muted it.
Okay. I was 12 when this movie came out. My grandfather took me to see it. All right, so you can clearly see that is not red.
No, right there it's pink.
It is a pink dress now.
Let's see if it changes when she gets closer. Remember, she goes up to Eddie.
No, it's just pink.
Yeah, it's pink right there. Wow. No, it was red.
I don't see red.
It was red, but now it's pink. I mean,
Yeah, it was red, yes. 100% for me. This is so messed up. See, that's the thing with the Mandela
Oh
effect.
my God, Sandy.
If
That's crazy.
I know. See, that's the thing though. Like,
I'm
there's some
watching,
people
I'm
can be
like, no, it was never that color. I remember watching this movie. It was always red, like my hair.
yeah. Like, I wish the Mandela
Did
effect had
her hair
changed it to
also get
green
more
or
orange
something.
too?
Why did they? Why
Oh
do
my
these
God.
changes? Why are they always like subtle? Why couldn't it change to green or something like that, where it's like people are like, yes, that's changed? Because I know there's going to be some people like, well, maybe it's washed out. No, I tried messing with the color. I can't
Yeah.
make it red. Like, just by, like, cleaning up the
That's a,
contrast.
Sandy,
It's
that's a huge one. It was never pink. Yeah, that's huge. It was like a deep red, like kind of
Yeah.
like a McDonald color red, stop sign red.
Yeah,
That kind of
it was
red. It was a
classic
red
bright
red.
red, right. That's why I'm glad. I
Yes,
think Royal said
exactly.
bright red. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good find, Sandy. Excellent.
Thank you.
and we sure
And
appreciate
Brian, after this show, I need to go over the list with you.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
I want to appreciate everyone for coming tonight. We're glad you could all make it. It's essentially a work night and a school night, so we're gonna have to cut the show a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be back on the air.
Christmas? What kind of
everything
Christmas
goes
show
good.
do you want to do? What do you think, Sandy?
We'll find.
Christmas show. You want to do?
We need to gather together all the Mandela Christmas songs.
Oh, Brian, no,
And Christmas effects.
Brian, I have a folder of about 800 images, brand new Christmas Mandela effects. I have so much.
Part 1 and part 2. We'll have to do a 2-part show, Brian.
There's so much, and then I have last year's Christmas songs that changed, and I have so much Christmas stuff.
Hey, I got a good title. I got a good title for the show, Brian.
What's that?
Ready? Christmas craziness.
Okay.
You get it? Christmas craziness?
Mm-hmm.
Or Christmas crazy Mandelas.
How about Christmas with the cranked up Mandelas?
There you go.
Oh, that's a good one.
There's a.
But when would you want to do a show, guys? Sandy, when are you doing your shows?
What we're gonna do is, once we know when the Christmas show is gonna be, Brian is gonna make a promo video, right, Brian?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make a promo for it.
There you go. That way,
Good night,
everyone
Hazel.
can know when the show is gonna be. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna.
Good night. Maybe it's Mandela.
Have a great night, guys. Thank you for being here. Welcome, and thank you for being here to the new people, even if you're just new to the chat and you've been lurking this whole time.
Yes.
It's good to hear from
Brian,
you guys.
say goodnight to your mom, too. Say goodnight to your mom. Good night, Anita.
Good night, Lori. Good night, Hazel Fiver. Good night.
Good night, Lori.
Good night, Scrappy. Good night, everyone.
Good
Love
night,
you all.
everyone.
Have a great Mandela Effect night. God bless.
Good night, guys.
Night.